through the season. Which is a pretty good reason to get out there and celebrate. The first 4 weeks have brought the hype. But now, it's time to set your sights. Because the playoffs are just 4 weeks out.
We're Battle Cheerleaders, and you're watching ABC 17 SportsZone Football Friday.
ABC 17 SportsZone Football Friday, sponsored by Harper, Evans, Hillbrenner, and Nettemeyer, starts now.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Week 5, if you can believe it, of SportsZone Football Friday. I'm ABC 17 Sports Director Natalie Jones, alongside Kyle Holmes tonight. Kyle, Battle and Camdenton meeting for just the second time ever in their histories tonight.
Not only that, it's the first time these two teams have met in a decade. This year marks Camdenton's debut season in the Central Missouri Activities Conference, and the Lakers already claimed their first ever CMAC win back in Week 1 against Jeff City, but now have their eyes set on winning their first ever CMAC battle with the Spartans.
Well, let's get to it. The home team, though, Matthew Herman's Battle Spartans, looking for more than just a conference dub tonight. They're hunting to break out of the winless slump in 2024. And Kyle, they've got the views to do it. This is a top 5 football sky tonight. I think we can end the highlight right here. Look at that.
Beautiful night in Columbia.
Absolutely gorgeous. If you love defense, boy, have I got a game for you. Neither offense moving the chains early. Late in the first quarter, Camdenton back to pass, but not on the man, Chris Brown. In there like a freight train, and the Spartans did a good job of slowing down the Laker offense, but didn't last forever. Carson Durnan lifts a dot to Michael Machino at the sideline, and that puts some life into this ball game.
Nice catch there.
It was, but Lakers couldn't capitalize, couldn't get into the end zone. Still a scoreless tie, less than 6 minutes into half. Until half, the Spartans get something going now. Kendall Wilkerson calls his own number, following his blockers. Great job marching down the sideline. He's going to get the first and more. Nice run there by the junior QB, but a couple plays later, handoff to Eric Hill. He's weaving his way through traffic, but oh no! The ball comes loose and the Lakers have the football.
That's kind of been a theme tonight, defense stealing the show.
Well, a big change in momentum there. Camdenton looking to capitalize now. Durnan hits Machino over the middle. He has a wide open lane. Big gain there for Camdenton. They're moving the chains on this drive and find themselves in the red zone. Durnan gonna look to capitalize here. He is going to drop back, scan, and he sees who he wants. He hits Owen Borby right in the breadbasket. What a pass that was, as Camdenton breaks the scoreless tie first, and the Lakers go on to shut out Battle 20-0.
The last two teams still undefeated in conference play paid a visit to Ray Hinch's Stadium tonight, but only one walked away in first place in the CMAC. That's right, it's Rockbridge at Helias, a Week 5 showdown with pivotal implications in the race for a CMAC crown. Both defenses were dialed in for most of the first half. Austin Weaver hands it off to Alex Marbury, but he goes nowhere. Ben Beamer tackles him in the backfield. No points on the scoreboard yet. Also homecoming at Helias. Congratulations to the homecoming queen, Kennedy Harrison. The Crusaders were knocking on door of the red zone late in the first quarter, but Bookie Kritza shut that drive down, jumps the route for the interception, giving Brady Davidson and company back the ball. But the Bruins did not take advantage tonight. Davidson airs it out, looking for Riley Rollwing deep down the sideline, but Logan Hillman says no, sir. Whew. Snagging the pass for a pick for the Satyrs. No one found the end zone until the final minutes of the first half. That's when Helias found a spark on offense. Weaver finds Luke Swan over the middle, unable to break away, but that's more than enough to move the chains. Then the Satyrs cashed in. It's Weaver using the middle of the field again to find Sam Lopez. He's got some room to run, guys, and he takes it 32 yards to the house. Helias strikes first 7-0 with a minute until the break. Hold the phone, though. All of Mid-Mo knows Rockbridge can score fast. Check it out. Davidson winds up and drops a dime to Drevin Seaman down the sideline. Got one man to beat, and he puts the move on that defender.
My goodness.
For a 79-yard score. What a response. RB scored late to force overtime and went on to end Helias' undefeated season. Bruins take over first place in the CMAC, 29-22.
He juked that man into next Tuesday. Hickman made the trip out to Sedalia tonight to face Smith Cotton on homecoming, no less, for the Tigers. Slow start for both teams, but second quarter, Hickman gets things rolling. Braden Bursey connects with Kason Conyers to get Hickman going. You know the man, Justin Conyers, loves to see that. You'll want to remember this name, though. A perfect connection to who else It's Brock Camp. He's going to run it in for Hickman to put them on the board 7-0 out in Sedalia, and he was far from finished. He always has the moves out there, Kyle.
Love it.
Bursey is going to find who else but Bubby Buckets.
Another score.
Buckets is in the barn. Hickman up 14-0, and Camp loved the celebration. He also had a message for the camera as well, keeping it simple. Go Cupes. We love it. Cupie offense wasn't the only ones getting it going. Still in the second, Smith Cotton's Bo Gray launches it downfield. Beautiful pass here, but it was just to the wrong guy. Kieran Larkins. Hickman is going to continue their winning streak tonight, guys, defeating Smith Cotton 42-22.
Rivalry action in the capital city. Who's going to rule the JC area? It's Capital City hosts crosstown foe Jefferson City. You guys are going to want to watch this. Kendrick Johnson back to receive the kick. And uh-oh, ladies and gents, I think it's past his bedtime because he is racing that kick straight home. That'll make it 14-7, but that's where the tide really turns. By this point, you've heard Jalen Thomas's name time after time. He gets the handoff from Evan Schaefer. It is hard to get that man down. And if it's working, keep feeding him. Same drive, another handoff to Thomas. He'll get it in not one, not two, but 3 times on that drive to get the Cavaliers in the red zone. That puts the score back up by 2. Quick 3 and out by JC, gets the ball back to CC. Schaefer hits Braxton Kieran in the barn to start the running away with this thing. Might as well add another Jalen Thomas tutty for good measure here. Capital City dominates in rivalry action, 49-7.
Well, scoreboard now, Mexico gets shut out by Hannibal, 40-0. Centralia defeats Macon tonight, 38-14. Hallsville wins a high-scoring one down in Eldon, 38-29. And Tolton, how about this, gets a big dub over West Platte, 63-35. Good night for the offense out there.
You know what Boonville and Blair Oaks have in common?
Well, 0 Tri-County Conference losses this season. The Falcons and the Pirates are fighting to stay in the driver's seat for a conference crown. That's next.
We're at Elias Homecoming Court, and you're watching ABC 17 Sports Zone Football Friday.
Congrats to the homecoming court out there. Kyle, we've talked CMAC implications tonight, but we also had a critical game in the Tri-County Conference out there as well.
I'd say so. Blair Oaks and Boonville, the final 2 teams with undefeated records in the Tri-County Conference play, met tonight in Wardsville. A win would put the Pirates in the driver's seat to win a conference crown, but the Falcons have had their number as of late. Blair Oaks has won 8 of the last 9 meetings between the 2 teams over the last decade.
Well, let's get to it. No one has knocked off the Pirates yet this season, though. Ted LePage's Blair Oaks Falcons working to end Boonville's undefeated campaign. Surprise, surprise, Falcons off to a good start. Tyler Bax fakes the handoff, instead finds Brady Dabkiss at the sideline. He'll run in with plenty of room. 7-0. Falcons on top at the Falcon Athletic Complex. Pirates, though, looking for a response here. Evan Bishop keeps this one himself, manages to gain a few yards here, but this Blair Oaks defense is suffocating, guys. A few plays later, Bishop rolls out. He's looking to get the pass game going, but Sam Closser jumps the route for an interception. Not just an INT, but a pick 6.
Offense, defense, what can't Blair Oaks do?
Doesn't seem like much. 14-0. Blair Oaks dominant start here. Second quarter, now 27-0. Bishop not out of the fight. He connects with Alex McDonald, but the offense couldn't find end zone again. Meanwhile, the Falcons were flying into the end zone all over the place. This time it's Bax calling his own number for 6. Blair Oaks routs Boonville tonight, 62-0.
Something's got to give here. 0-4 Moberly hitting the road to face 0-4 Fulton tonight. One of these 2 teams is going to walk away with their first win of the season, and it's homecoming for the Hornets, so really want to get that first dub on the night for all those nights. Spartans off to a strong start in the passing game. It's Jackson Engel rolling out, sees his man Cade Bohm. What a dot! That's the first tutty of the night. 7-0 Moberly on top. Later in the second quarter, the home team finally had a response. It's a handoff to Chris Pittman, and he gets through the traffic jam at the goal line for a touchdown. That's the jolt that the Hornets needed tonight. But the Spartans were out to spoil homecoming. Kyler Fanning is going to go into the barn for a TD here. Moberly gets his first win, 49-6.
Scoreboard now, Kirksville shuts out Marshall tonight 40-0. Tipton wins an absolute thriller over Harrisburg 38-32. North Galloway gets a tight one over Palmyra 18-12. Fayette dominates Lynn 60-6. Van Far takes down Montgomery County 34-7. Versailles falls to Warsaw 42-0. Salisbury blanks Scotland County 32-zip. Paris falls to North Shelby 52-14. Brookfield's in the Dub Club with a 50-14 win, and Marceline gets the win over Maysville 21-13. Kyle, Blair Oaks is well on their way to another conference title, but one of the teams still trying to hunt them down is Osage.
Yep, as 3-1 Osage bounced back in a big way last week after falling to the Falcons in week 3. They'll obviously need some help to try and win that Tri-County Conference crown, and there's little room for error to stay in that chase. But Osage's third consecutive conference showdown takes us to California. The 1-3 Pintos aiming to play spoiler on their home turf. First quarter, Indians light up the scoreboard here, punching it right at the goal line. Pintos struggle in the first quarter, though. No offensive momentum, but looking to turn things around here. The second touchdown for the Indians was from Colonius Jason. He breaks some ankles on his way to the end zone. Head coach Kenny Grubb told his guys to just keep working, and they did exactly that. Indians back to punt, but trusty Maverick's boot is blocked by Tristan Ballsy. Pintos grab a hold of it and run it back for their first tutty of the night, but Osage gets the win 30-7.
Scoreboard now, Herman routs Owensville 41-6. Sullivan wins a high-scoring battle with Pacific 50-36. St. Clair routs Union 41-7. Skyline drops its game with a Pierce City 49-12. St. James falls to St. Pius and Festus 23-6, and Bowling Green blanks Louisiana 59-0.